Testing. 1, 2, booger. Bear, it's your show. It's a bear, it's a day, bole budo. Okay. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rossi. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you walk away from my YouTube page because I would appreciate it very, very much. I am here today to talk about something very serious. I am here to talk about the things that I have taken for granted, and I want to be honest with myself and I want to be honest with my viewers because honestly, I've been a little privileged, and by privilege I mean I've taken a lot of things for granted. Ever since quarantine has happened, I have personally realized the things that I have taken for granted. I do want to just put an asterisk. If you are watching this video is for comical purpose. This video is to give yourself a sense of relief. This video is to make you feel good. If you're one of those people that don't want to feel good, if you're one of those people that don't want to laugh, there's the door. And some of the things that I miss, and maybe you feel the same way. First things first is today, what sparked this whole idea for this video was I actually went to 5 different stores this morning to find antibacterial soap. 6 months ago, did we think that we would ever have an antibacterial soap shortage? I never in my life. I think we can agree, or maybe agree to disagree, that the world is completely right now. I would say that I took advantage of hand sanitizer, although now we have like an extreme influx of hand sanitizer and I'm just like, we have hand sanitizer coming out of our ass now. When I go to the store, it's like, oh my god, all there is hand sanitizer and there's no antibacterial soap. Who the hell thought that here in America this would be something we're dealing with? Ever since quarantine happened, it got real and the country as we know it flipped upside down and literally in the Another thing that I really took for granted was the ability to just walk in, just waltz right into a store like I own it and freely pick the things that I want without them not existing, like toilet paper, hand sanitizer, hand soap, baby wipe, paper towel, bleach, cleaning supplies, you name it, it's gone. You know, I really took for granted of that, especially cleaning supplies. I never really realized how much of a role cleaning supplies played in my life. Another thing that I have taken for granted, and I am totally ashamed to say it, is restaurants. You know what I really miss? I really miss my favorite Argentinian restaurant that's right down the street, and they have bomb lamb chops, and they like get the wine and they pour it. You know, it's fancy, all fancy schmancy, but it is my absolute favorite place. And yeah, they're open for takeout, but honestly, like, who wants lamb chops for takeout? It's just not gonna taste the same. Although if I really wanted to, I could fine dine in the middle of the parking lot. That just doesn't seem very fun to me. I also missed the service. Granted, service wasn't amazing, but it was definitely a lot better than it is now. Now when you show up, your waiter is 6 feet away from you. They're wearing gloves, a mask, a dental shield, and they treat you like you have the plague. Some other things that I really took advantage of was the fact that people were working. Now that people aren't working, there are wild Karens roaming around, just looking to start. There are people coughing on people. There are people beating each other up for toilet paper. Brutally beaten down. It's not funny, but it is funny, but it's not funny. Over toilet paper. I mean, are you kidding me? What has happened to our world as we know it? Things are crazy. Some other things I definitely take advantage of is just being able to walk into my local Starbucks, stand in line, and have somebody behind me excessively breathe into my personal space. No, I don't really miss that. To be honest, what's ironic is that I am a complete germaphobe. Huge germaphobe. But I was working in the medical industry. It doesn't really make sense. Let's just not get into that. The point is, what I do appreciate about the pandemic is that a lot of people have now embraced what I've been preaching all along, personal space. It's really a glorious thing if you think about it. Personal space is just a magnificent little land that you can be in, a bubble of your own safety. Until, of course, little COVID droplets come and sneak through the sides of your mask because your mask doesn't fit, and then you get sick, and then, you know, everything's gone. I am going to say it. I am absolutely terrified that I'm going to get COVID. So I've essentially been in quarantine since the beginning of March, with the few exceptions of leaving to go to the grocery store and some Target trips, sprinkled in with a little bit of Walmart and maybe some Dollar Tree and 99-cent stores. But honestly, I have not had any human interaction besides my husband and my grandmother one time, and I got COVID tested before she even came over because I was scared to get her sick. Yeah, I've been in quarantine for a long time. And of course, I'm going absolutely batshit crazy, but let's be real, I've already been batshit crazy, so what's an extra ounce of crazy added onto the already crazy? It's really not that big of a deal. I'm sure I can handle it. It's just gotta up my meds a little bit. Not that big of a deal. Another thing that I really took advantage of, vinyl gloves and face masks. When I worked in the medical industry, especially when I worked on the ambulance. Now that I think back, I really should have taken some of that shit home, but I didn't. Now that the whole fiasco has kind of calmed down and people are used to quarantine life, it's given the opportunity for face masks and glove manufacturers to, you know, reestablish their inventory, and now I have a huge cupboard full. I'm ready. I am ready. If you just want to drop the plague on top of this whole thing, it's, you know, it's gonna be okay. Another thing I took advantage of is my spa. I am a big spa aficionado, if that's even the correct pronouncing of the word. But I love going to the spa, primarily because you can walk around naked and nobody judges you and everyone's in their own world, because it's like tranquility at its finest and everyone is just relaxed, cool, calm, collected, and they're just all there to have a great time and sip on their green tea and their ice cold minty water and sit in the spa and get massages and facials. And unfortunately, that doesn't look like something that's going to be coming back anytime soon. Another thing that I really miss are pedicures. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I hate getting my nails and my toes done, because for the last decade, I've had to get my nails and my toes done exactly every 2 weeks to look good for my shoots. Well, now it's been since February since I've had a pedicure, and you do not want to see these bad boys. And you definitely don't want to see these. But honestly, now that the salons are open back up, I'm too fucking terrified to go, because I quite honestly don't want to sit in a plexiglass bubble while I stick my arms through the holes and my legs through the other holes. That just doesn't sound relaxing to me, because quite frankly, I am an anxiety-ridden freak, and I probably would have anxiety the entire time and I wouldn't even enjoy myself. Anyways, so I think I'll pass to get my nails and my toes done. Next, the thing that I really miss and took for granted was the gym. All those days that I would skip the gym to indulge in McDonald's 6-piece chicken nuggets with extra barbecue sauce. I really wish I would have actually showed up to the gym on those days. Now, if you go to the gym, now that they're open after they've been closed for 4 months, you have to wear gloves and a mask. I don't know about you, but when I work out, I sweat like a pig. And who the hell wants to wear vinyl gloves and a mask while they're completely covered in sweat? I guess that could be the least of your problems. I do appreciate the efforts of infection control, but it just doesn't sound like a good time to me. The next thing I really miss is, and I didn't even use them, but I just find that I really miss them. I find that I really miss the option is reusable bags. Never personally used them. Every time I bought them, I would always leave them in my house and I would end up having to buy more. So it just became like a really large collection of reusable bags that just sat in the cupboard of my house. But the point is, I would try to reduce the plastic conservation of the world, okay? Nobody said I was perfect. Now we are forced to not only use the plastic or paper bags that are provided, actually I think it's just plastic bags now, but in Los Angeles you have to pay for bags. It's 10 cents per bag, and you know, I know it's just 10 cents, but for people who are like OCD like me and have issues with striving for perfection and having things even and equal, that 10 cents up all the time, and I just really don't enjoy it. Last but not least, I really do miss human interaction. Granted, I don't really like humans. I've talked about this before in my previous videos, but quite honestly, I miss human interaction. I would love to hang out with a fellow female and talk about whatever females talk about. I don't really know because I don't have a lot of female friends, but you know, that is just basically it. This is my video of all of my privileges that I have taken advantage of, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made you laugh, and if it didn't make you laugh, I'm terribly sorry that I'm not funny. But I hope you like and subscribe to my YouTube anyways. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.